Hello and welcome back to Gaming Dads. I'm Tang, and today I'm going to do a review of the series Space Force, which premiered yesterday on 5/29/20. I've binged the whole series, and I'm going to give you my point of view. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Everyone was calling this a sequel to The Office, but it could not be further from the truth. I don't have the fondest view of The Office. I only got a couple seasons before I couldn't watch it anymore. But I have family members who absolutely love it. Excuse me. My aunt goes to sleep with it every night. So when the early reviews were coming out, Space Force was getting trashed. But I think it's a great show. I binged it straight. It's more of a light-hearted drama that does not take itself so seriously. It is about the Space Force and the potential problems it can and will face. The main character is a newly minted 4-star general, General Mark R. Nard. It's like a play on nerd, who is given the reins of this new military branch. He's got a daughter, Erin Nard, nerd, and a wife, Maggie, nerd. It starts off with a few jokes and General Nard being awarded his 4th star in a very small and non-celebratory promotion. He then meets with the Joint Chiefs, and he's given an order to create Space Force. And then time jumps, and it deals with his personal life. Spoiler alert, small fact. His wife is in jail for a life sentence. They never go over why, and on top of that, he's trying to be a single father to his daughter. It goes into how much the Air Force loves to blow shit up, which I find very funny. There's a scene with a monkey and a dog that's super funny and reminiscent of The Office. There's lots of heartfelt moments that are super good, and teamwork is a very recurring theme throughout the whole show. His chief scientist is basically his partner. Think of them as a buddy cop, or in this case, it's like you got the science department and you got the military. The military is in charge, but who does all the real work? It's the scientists. They pull off a great. They start off hating each other, but then there's like some begrudging respect. They start to realize they both just generally care, and they really want this to succeed. It's it's a scientist's life's work, and General Nard is just trying to do the best he can. He definitely pulls Steve out of the fire many times. Now, a lot of reviews said there was a lot of political correctness in this show. I didn't find much. There's a couple jokes relating to the new administration, aka Trump, but nothing over the top, nothing that paints him in any kind of worse light than he's ever, even close to what the media paints him. They comment on AOC, and they comment on Nancy Pelosi, which they're not actually in the show, but they call them by their titles and whatnot. You can tell. But they're only in a few episodes, and it's not. There's nothing that big a deal. There, like I said, there is some politically correct stuff, but it's not that bad. It's not shoved down your throat. It's not rubbed all in your face. It's normal stuff, and that's very rare and welcome in today's Hollywood. The story definitely develops, and it even pays off, leading into a cliffhanger for season 2, which I eagerly anticipate. Some of the highlights of this show are like there's a battle between the Space Force and the Air Force. It's funny. The last episode is crazy. Spoiler alert. It's in space. It's pretty crazy. The monkey and the dog, they have some really cool scenes. Kind of terrifying, but really cool. Definitely paints China as our number one enemy, which is easy to do given today's climates. I really enjoyed it. I binge watched it straight through. I started at like 3:20 in the morning and finished at like 9. It's 10 30-minute episodes, so it's not that big a deal. It's no huge commitment. You can watch it at dinner every night. You'll still love it. I love it. If I had to rate it, I would give it 8 out of 10 or 4 out of 5 stars. There's definitely some things they could do I could, do a little more. Special effects are pretty good. It's a lighthearted. You don't take it that serious. When the show finished, every time a show finishes, I always find myself liking the shows that leave you with like a warm feeling or like a smile on your face. And this show definitely does that. It does not take itself too seriously. And it keeps you laughing and smiling and kind of makes you think. Well, that's going to be it for my review of Space Force, Steve Carell's new Netflix show. Hope you enjoyed our review. I know this isn't our typical content, but I watch a lot of TV, so I figured I'd start putting out some reviews. Kind of, let you know what's good, what's out there, all that good mess. If you enjoyed the vid, please subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment. Thanks for your time and attention. Gaming Dads out.
That is cute. Mission accomplished.